Text messages. They seem innocent, don't they? Just little pings of conversation on a screen, small words that we send and receive every day. But sometimes, these messages turn into something far bigger. A simple text can unravel secrets, expose lies, and even ruin lives. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of text messages that caught them red-handed. From cheating scandals to office secrets, we've gathered some of the most jaw-dropping stories where text messages exposed people for who they really were. You'll hear about betrayals, deceit, and moments that forever changed relationships and careers. Get ready for shocking revelations as we uncover the truth hidden behind a few simple words. Let's start with one of the most common scenarios: cheating. Imagine being in a relationship, thinking everything is going smoothly. You trust your partner, and then, out of nowhere, a text message notification pops up. You glance at it casually, but something feels off. Maybe it's the name or the tone, but there's a nagging feeling that something isn't right. A woman named Sarah was married for 10 years when she discovered her husband's affair. It all started when she found a series of texts between him and a woman named Lila. At first, she brushed it off as harmless until she read one message where he said, "Can't wait to see you again tonight. I'll be home late. Don't miss me too much." The guilt in his words hit her like a brick. She confronted him that night, and after hours of denial, he finally admitted the truth. But it wasn't the confession that broke her. It was the realization that the messages, once so innocent, had all the answers she needed. Sarah's story is one that many can relate to. A simple, unexpected text message shattered her world, exposing a betrayal she never saw coming. But how often do we ignore those little signs, hoping they'll just disappear? Let's talk about a workplace affair. Imagine you're in a meeting and your phone buzzes. You check the text quickly. It's from your colleague, someone you've always thought of as a friend. "I miss you. Can't wait for tonight's dinner," it says. But wait, weren't they supposed to be in a meeting with the boss? What's going on? Sarah had always trusted her colleague, Tom, but when she discovered that he was texting someone else at work about dinner plans, she decided to look deeper. A few more text exchanges later, and Sarah realized that her best friend at the office had been dating Tom behind her back. It wasn't until Sarah decided to confront them that the truth came pouring out. Tom was not only secretly seeing her, but had been dating her coworker for months. Now, let's explore some office secrets that were uncovered through text messages. Sometimes those innocent work conversations can hold clues to hidden agendas, shady deals, or worse. Alex worked in corporate finance, and one day during a late-night audit, he uncovered something alarming: an exchange of messages between his boss and another executive discussing cooking the books. The texts were clear. "Let's adjust these numbers to match last year's projections," said one. The other responded, "We'll make it look good. No one will know." With this incriminating evidence in hand, Alex had a choice: keep quiet and look the other way, or report what he knew. The message thread would be the smoking gun in the company's biggest scandal. Alex had to make a tough call. Ultimately, he went to the authorities, and the scandal rocked the entire corporation. That text message chain exposed the heart of a company's financial corruption. And while Alex's actions led to justice, the personal consequences were devastating. Sometimes, even the smallest messages can lead to massive ripples in the corporate world. It's not just romantic relationships or corporate corruption that can be exposed by a text message. Friendships are also at risk. In fact, some friendships have ended because of a simple message left on a phone. Jessica and Emma had been best friends for years, sharing secrets, dreams, and every little detail about their lives. But one day, Jessica found a message from Emma's boyfriend saying, "You're the only one who gets me. I can't stop thinking about you." The words burned through Jessica's mind as she read them over and over. The betrayal was undeniable. Emma's boyfriend had been texting Jessica behind Emma's back. That was the last straw. The friendship was never the same again. Sometimes, the damage caused by a text message is irreversible. Family secrets are perhaps the most painful to discover. They often carry years of hidden truths, and once they're revealed, the effects can be long-lasting. When Mark's father passed away, he thought the family was united, each member sharing the grief and memories. But when Mark went through his father's phone, he found a string of messages between his dad and his uncle. The will is being changed. Don't let Mark find out about the extra assets. It turns out, Mark's father had secretly changed his will just before his death, leaving Mark out of the inheritance entirely. The discovery was devastating, not only because of the money, but because of the betrayal from the people he trusted the most. Family secrets are often hidden for years, and when they come to light, the emotional impact can tear people apart. The trust that holds families together can be shattered in an instant, all thanks to a few digital words. How many of us have accidentally sent a text to the wrong person? It happens more often than we'd like to admit, but sometimes it's not an accident. It's a deliberate mistake that leads to huge consequences. Jake thought he was sending a flirty text to his wife, but in a slip-up, he sent it to his boss instead. The text read, "I can't wait to get home tonight, I've got a surprise for you." His boss, who had been dealing with marital issues of his own, didn't take it lightly. He sent a reply, "I hope this isn't for me." Jake realized what happened too late. His boss confronted him about the message, and within days, rumors about the inappropriate exchange spread throughout the office. What started as an innocent mistake turned into a career-altering disaster. Text messages, simple yet powerful. They hold secrets, reveal lies, and expose hidden truths. Whether it's a personal betrayal, a corporate scandal, or a family secret, those small, seemingly insignificant messages can turn into life-altering revelations. The next time you glance at your phone, remember, words on a screen can change everything. As we've seen today, a text can be a friend, a foe, or a warning. They may be just a click away, but once they're out there, they can't be taken back. Thank you for listening to Text Messages That Caught Them Red-Handed. Stay tuned for more stories of secrets uncovered, and remember, always check who you're texting before you send that message. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Text Messages That Caught Them Red-Handed. I hope these stories have given you something to think about next time you pick up your phone. Remember, sometimes the smallest messages can have the biggest impact. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new story. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time,